It's Nate, and welcome to the Webcast with Attitude, episode 157. Slyther steals Christmas. Hence the Santa Claus hat. And ho 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 to everybody out there. It's terrible, I know. So anyway, guys, this is our Christmas episode and our season finale episode. Oh my God. There's my brother. See you, Chris. Yeah, I'll see you. Yep. And that's my brother, Chris, that just gave me a hug goodbye because he's heading out. So, hold on. Simon, the dog. So there's a lot of things going on around here, but you know what? We keep it fun. Yeah. So I believe yeah. All right. So before we get into the topics of this week for our and just let you know, guys, this is our season finale of LR4. Season 9 is done with after this, and then we'll go from there. But before we get into that, let me check to see if the audio is working. Okay, yep, it's working. But let me go ahead and introduce you to my more phenomenal co-host. We got Rick.
Hey, have fun. Have a good night.
Oh, dear God. Onlypans.com.
Wait,
LR4 Rice. LR4 Rice is coming. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
We got to expand our brand.
Oh, dear God. So if you guys noticed the shirt, Marvel Superheroes, is because Rick and I, Rick and my brother and I went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. But we're not going to talk about that because,
it's not Power Rangers.
Exactly. But I will suggest, guys, definitely go see it. It's amazing. It's awesome. Not going to spoil it. Definitely go see it. David will not be able to make it tonight because he's got a family thing tonight. But, we'll see.
Probably seeing Spidey.
There you go. That's a good idea. But anyway, so Rick, how was your week?
Eventful.
That's always fun. Yeah. But you guys don't want to hear about my week. I'm not going to get into that because, kind of personal. But anyway, guys, what was that? Someone just grazed me. Oh, hey, Bella. My cat just grazed me behind, and I'm like, really? Hey. So, guys, if you want, comment in the comment section during this webcast, and we'll talk. And all that fun stuff. Anyway, we're going to get into the first topic, which is the SH Figure Arts. So here we go. Now here's a look at them right there. It looks like they are re-releasing a good amount of the figure arts, or maybe they're just showing that as display purposes. Mm-hmm. So due to the fact is that this is the 40 go ahead.
Interested in figure arts. I want to see them.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can show off a couple different kinds.
Before we go, let me go ahead and pull that up real quick so Rick can show. Yeah.
Pull these down. So, Kamen Rider has been doing figure arts as well. Got Decade here.
I think it's called isn't it DK?
Decade.
Whatever works.
Got all the joints, able to move. Some are pinless, some are not. The feet have the pins, which actually this one you can actually bend its foot.
And dislocate its toes.
No, it's so that it can stand like this.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But
Then,
here's a little bit of a look at the other figure arts
like,
that they go ahead. Sorry.
oh, there went the stand for that one. Then here's one I just recently actually acquired. And Sailor V.
Oh.
Yeah. Comes with the replacement to do the mask.
Mm-hmm.
They have changeable hands. So like for their joints are a little more sporadic. Like in the elbow here.
Work those muscles. Work those. Okay, I'm not doing that hand gesture again. Okay.
So
yeah,
I mean they are pinless. They're nice. But the common rider one is probably the closest to what those are going to be,
right?
In terms of design. But if they were to do more of the female figures to go with them, you would probably see similar design to Sailor V here.
Right. And going on to that, this I don't know if they're going to re-release all these. I think they're just showing display purposes, maybe. But here's
Yeah.
a look at Zen Kaiser. Zen Kaiser. So there you go.
Oh yeah. And based on that, you can tell that it is closer to that of Decade, based on the hip joint.
Well, if you look right here, like right here in the foot, you can see that.
And then the foot does have the articulation to be able to stand on his toes.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And here's a little bit of the poses you can do. And it does come, of course, it always comes with all that fun stuff, the accessory and everything. So yeah, I mean the figure arts are very, very, very expensive. So guys, keep a lookout for this.
$60 a piece. I mean, I actually have Tuxedo Mask coming now as well, because I actually found a really good deal on him, sealed in box. I mean, I didn't care about that part, but it was $50, and considering he normally goes for about 100, 120, I said, sure, let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as you can tell, I don't keep them sealed in box.
Right.
Because I like to have some fun with them. I'll put them back in the box to store them.
Right.
Because, I mean, it keeps them nice for next time.
Exactly. So, Rick, now...
Which is why I keep all my boxes for even the Lightning collection. I know I've seen some people who are like, oh, I just throw them out. It's like, I'm sorry, but I prefer to keep them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that. And my question is for you, Rick. Would you consider purchasing the Zen Kaiser?
Yes. I mean, I personally want to try to get Gokaiger complete, because Gokaiger, they actually released like the Zord cockpits for the main 5. The crazy part is they released the green, blue, and red individually, but put the pink and yellow in with the figures.
Right.
Yeah, until I can find a decent price for that, I won't have them. But with this being new, being able to pre-order, I'll probably actually end up pre-ordering.
Yeah. So guys, keep a lookout for this online. That's basically where you're gonna be able to find them, because or at conventions and all that stuff. So.
And I will say right now, The Sailor Saturn animation art style box was actually pre-orderable through GameStop.
No.
Yeah. As for Sailor Chibi Moon that they just announced, probably not yet. But if they carry those, it could be possible they might carry the Super Sentai ones here in the future. I mean, they've carried Kamen Rider stuff. So straight from Japan. Like my local GameStop actually had for a while a giant, like 2-foot tall statue of Kamen Rider W.
Oh.
That was a statue, not a figure art, but
I think you sent a picture of that to me one time. So
Decade's Henshin belt up for order for a while. So who knows?
Right. So, but anyway, guys, like I said, keep an eye out for these This is the figure art, and yeah. So next up for the topic list, we've got the Shudo Super figures, which were we showed these figures before. They were the Julenja, Julenja figures. Now, guys, continuing on the trend of the 10th anniversary of Gokaiger, we are getting Shudo figures for all 6 Gokaigers.
Yep.
And here's a look at them together right there. And there's the silver. And there's silver again. And then I like this right here. It actually includes a little key, Legend Ranger key, and the Mobirate with it.
Now, when we talk about that, I am going to speculate that key is not a separate piece from that hand. That
Probably
it's
not.
actually a separate hand that you have to attach. And the main reason I say that is let me pull V back out. Because here on Sailor V's thing, this is actually a separate hand to have the mask, like she just took it off.
Oh.
So that is actually most likely a hand where that key is physically stuck to the hand.
That's very true. I can see that. Yeah, hold on. Well, we'll get to the accessories and all that stuff here in a bit. So I'm sure it's going to be in
that right there. So that's the main reason I was pointing that one out.
And then they got their Gokai Busters.
Yep.
And the Gokai Sabers. And also, guys, it will come with the Gokai Galleon Blast Buster cannon or whatever, bazooka.
Yep. Well, those aren't the figure art. So, yeah, it's still probably a separate hand.
Yeah, so if you look right here, yep, there are the accessories right there, guys. If you look
and there's the one with the key.
So, yep, they are. That one is going to be right here. So, yeah, and I think it's pretty cool. Now, just to let you know, guys, these are digital renderings of the figures, or they could be just prototypes. But so here's a little bit of a look at this accessory. We'll talk about this one right here in a bit, because that's something that we're getting into later. They also have Nabi as a figure as well. So I don't know if this is going to be a 6-pack figure set, or it's going to be sold individually. But here's some other stuff right here, and then we'll talk about this stuff right here, this new armament, this new armor right there in a bit too, because that comes a little bit later in this topic. So here, he's holding the Mobirate with some type of key.
With the Gokai Galleon key.
Yep, and we'll see next up.
Which, by the way, that movie is awesome.
And there you go. He has the Gokai Galleon. He has some sort of super mode with that, and each Gokaiger also has pieces of it as well.
Yep.
And what makes this even go ahead.
What's even cooler is that mode is not having to be activated by each of the Gokaigers.
Right.
Captain Marvelous activates it himself, and all 5 of them get their parts.
Yeah, and here's cool right here, and then also they're going to include the gold mode for Gokai Silver.
Hell yeah.
Oh, but guys, it gets even better. All 5 of them turn into this mode right here.
Yep.
So,
well, I mean, the thing is, with them all being individual pieces, yeah.
And well, that was in the movie too, wasn't it?
Yes. Because the Galleon, like the Agile Key, the first turn, it gives them each the armor. When it's turned again, it splits open into the 4-color cross and skull and crossbone to turn around and give Marvelous all of it.
Ah.
So it's actually a double power-up.
That's cool. Actually, I like that. And here's the Navi figure right here. So now the big question is this actually going to be a 6-pack of figures or individually? So we can't really say anything about that, but
each one is based on the pseudo
super whatever.
Yeah. Due to the way that they've done these before, each one is their own individual pack, and then there's that accessory pack that comes with them, or is part of the set, which gives the accessories to basically encourage you to buy all of them.
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, Rick.
I mean, they're usually not too expensive if you live in Japan. Trying to get it from outside, it's a little
difficult thing. But so, Rick, what do you say, man? Yay or nay?
I am actually considering them.
Yeah, you guys definitely keep an eye out for that. They should be going on sale on Tokyo Collectibles. That's a Facebook page, and they give you some information on that. And or you can just keep an eye on them at some other. Sorry, got some junk on here. I'm trying to. That you can just keep an eye out for them, like at conventions. I'm sure they're going to have them there. So
yeah.
But so far, guys, I think these are great figures. The figure art, the pseudo figures, those are cool. Me personally, I don't have any room for them, so I wouldn't actually own them. But Rick, definitely, he's the one to own these. But definitely, guys, keep an eye out for those. Next up, so guys, if you don't remember, like weeks ago, they had a talk on this article about Power Rangers and Jonathan Entwistle, which is the guy that's done a lot of stuff with Netflix, and he's working on the he's working with Hasbro on this. So this topic is called "The Future of Power Rangers," Hasbro, E1, and Netflix. So you're probably wondering what's that mean for Power Rangers. Well, we already know that Dino Fury Season 2 is going to be exclusively on Netflix. It's going to be after this Christmas episode, Power Rangers Dino Fury will be officially, the second season will be on there next year. That will only be able to watch on Netflix. So guys, if you don't have Netflix, I'd suggest you get it so that way you guys don't miss out on Season 2 of Dino Fury. So here's the article I read right here. So the interview. So it says, you have worked in quite a few projects based on Hasbro titles, Risk, Clue, as well as Power Rangers, which I heard was set up at Netflix several months ago. Can you give us a status update? And this is from one of the guys from Hasbro saying, since we set up Power Rangers with Jonathan, we have pitched really a worldwide approach. It's not going to just be one show. It's going to be shows followed by films, some kids programming. We have found a great writing partner for him. They are off. Knock on wood. Netflix is excited. I mean, knock on wood. Netflix is excited. We're excited. We hope to have some news soon. So, with that said, guys, Power Rangers, the films, the next series of Power Rangers, not, everything is going to be officially on Netflix. That means the movies, the show, everything. So, guys, my opinion is I'm happy about that. So that way you guys don't have to wait for it to be in films. I mean, even though it would be a great idea to have it in film, I mean, in theaters and everything, but I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they have in store for Power Rangers on Netflix after Dino Fury. Rick, what about you, man? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and, with this news, now it's going to be officially on Netflix. It's not going to be on Nickelodeon anymore. When people thought that Power Rangers was going to be officially under Paramount, that's not the case because they are owned by Hasbro and E1 Entertainment. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. Now, when are they going to announce all the stuff that's coming up for Power Rangers? I would have to say, if they're going to pick a place to announce it, it would probably be PMC. That's my opinion on that.
So, when it comes to the Shudo Super figures for Gokaiger, it actually looks like it's going to be 2 volumes.
Oh, okay.
The main 5 with Navi and the main accessories, the galleon, the key, or the mobiles, the sword, the gun. Which it looks like it's only being provided 1 sword, 1 gun. Yeah.
Oh.
And then volume 2 is going to be Gokai Silver with the gold armor and the other armors, along with his Gokai Cellular and each of his weapons, or his staff in all 3 forms.
Interesting.
Yeah, you would think that they would actually provide a couple extra Gokai Saber or swords and blasters, but
oh well.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to this topic. But Rick, don't you think PMC would be the perfect place to announce all this stuff?
Officially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's officially been announced. I mean, it hasn't been. I mean, this is not like a rumor or anything. This is by the source itself. But I mean, like, actually tell us what the movie is going to be and what the series is going to be after Dino Fury and all that stuff. So, I said this before. I'll say it again. This is going to be the 30th anniversary of the franchise, not necessarily the 30th season. So just to let you know that, guys. But there's been talks around the internet. I mean, I haven't posted no image here, that there's rumors that apparently they're going to go with Zhuoger for the 30th anniversary. Now, that's just a rumor. That's not been confirmed or anything. So my guess is, until we find out more information on that, we'll have to wait and see. Because, I mean, I can't say otherwise. So
I am 99% sure that is going to stay a rumor and not actually be done, solely because legal issues.
Right.
But then again, Ryu Soldier did come after Zhuoger. So depending on how that original or how the contract with Toei was written, depends on whether Hasbro, even with the ending of the contract, could use footage from that.
It's funny though if you think about it, because like they're backtracking again.
Well,
They're going forward, backtracking.
exactly, but that might it. Like I said, it depends on the wording in the contract, because if the contract that they had says that they can use footage from all series up to the last one that they do. Mm-hmm. That would also explain why they went with Rhea Soldier, because it literally was the last one that they could have gone with without stepping into Lupin versus Pataranger, Zenkaiger, Karamiger, some of the more eccentric ones. Actually, right. No. Lupin versus Pataranger would actually be accessible to them.
Right.
They could actually use that as part of the movie. You have three Vigilante Rangers going back in time or whatever, and then you have the SPD-backed team. And, I mean, you could actually play it off of SPD. Like 3 rogue SPD Rangers versus 3 C-class SPD Rangers or something.
Maybe.
C Squad.
So,
I mean, we got A Squad, we got B Squad. Why not C Squad?
So, anyway, guys, we're going to move on to the next topic here. So, guys, the next season of Sentai is the 46th season of Sentai is been titled, which has already been confirmed, the trademark and everything. It's called Avataru Sentai Dawn Brothers. So what is going to happen with this series? Well, what I understand is it's going to deal with honestly, I don't know too much about it, but I mean, here's some information about the weapons, the mecha, I believe. So
I heard rumor of siblings.
Right. So here's the it's called the Dawn Blaster. How do you pronounce it? Zangla's sword. These are gonna be a pain. Avitaru and Robo Taru. So those are gonna be some of the stuff that's gonna be released.
Yeah, another rumor I've heard of this series,
right,
is that it's literally Zenkaiger Part 2.
I've heard that too. And this right here, here's something I found out on Luminardi. Villain rumors, grain of salt, guys. Remember that. And Omi Witch, played by a face actress, one of the villain generals. Omi Win, Oni,
character. Yeah.
The Demon Oni King. Gage from. Oh, so that one character, that bird character. They're bringing back in that series. So the
so we're gonna continue to see the Robo characters and stuff from Zenkaiger, apparently.
Yeah, but here's a picture. Here's a behind-the-scenes photo that they found. What looks to possibly be either a general or a henchman. Now, this could just be speculation because there hasn't been much images from the series yet. I was hoping that we were going to get something before the holidays.
Oh, they probably have. They probably are only in early stages of filming.
Right. But, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I enjoy Zenkaiger. It's an interesting series.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it's different
it's corny as hell, and a lot of it would not translate well into American audiences.
Right. Sorry, guys.
But, I mean, I would still love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting, The robots are basically smaller sizes of the mechas, and everything they've
Uh-huh.
done with Zenkaiger is amazing. I love it. Love the storyline, even though it's very, like you said, it's corny as hell, but it's still enjoyable. Still enjoyable.
Yeah.
So, Rick, with that
I
said, are
can't
you
wait
looking?
to see I can't wait till tomorrow to see this week's episode of Zenkaiger as well because
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to seeing what's to come for Dawn Brothers? Even though we haven't
yes,
gotten any images or
I
anything.
am the fact that from what I've heard does seem like it's almost a continuation slash sequel to Zenkaiger.
Right.
Hell yeah, bring it on.
And
Uh,
guys,
uh,
if you look at the, go ahead.
Zenkaiger is probably, in my opinion, one of the best Sentais that they've had in a few years. I mean, I
So my
loved Lupin versus Powder Ranger, but even Zenkaiger just blows that one out of the park.
So let me tell you this, guys. Um, I had a total brain fart. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. I hate when that happens. But
Yeah.
in the magazine, if you look at one of the Japanese magazines, there is an image of Zen Kaiser doing this with something that is blacked out. So that could be one of the Dawn
The new,
brothers.
yeah, the new
So
red,
possibly
white character.
we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see what happens. But guys, we're moving along with these topics, which is good because I thought this would be one of those long, dragged out things. But next up, we got some Power Ranger Legacy War news. They introduced another character onto the Legacy War roster, Carter Grayson, Red Lightspeed Ranger, and he will be joining. He's available right now, guys. You can download his character on Legacy Wars. So yeah, I mean it's
I
cool
mean,
that we're actually getting more and more of the other seasons on there again. And there is Rick's customization of A
a
Squad Black.
Squad Black.
So what the heck? Cats. So Rick, what do you think of them including Lightspeed Red?
Cool.
And I know,
My new phone don't even have the game downloaded onto it.
are you able to download it or no?
No, I could. I just haven't because I haven't played the game in a while and wasn't worth downloading again to have a dead app on my phone.
Yeah, I
Or
still have it on my
not
phone.
dead isn't not working. Dead isn't
No.
not used.
Right. I mean, I still have it on my app, so on my phone.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but I haven't played it
I
either.
can pull it down from the App Store anytime I want.
Other than that, guys, definitely download his character. He's on Power Rangers Legacy Wars. At some point, he'll probably join Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Most likely.
So, but yeah, that's cool. We're getting another Lightspeed Rescue, another Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue because we already
Oh,
have
there's already
Titanium.
one?
Yeah, Titanium.
Oh,
The Titanium Ranger was the first one from Lightspeed Rescue to be a part of that. So next up, guys, the next topic, Lexington Comic and Toy Con 2022. We have another Ranger cast member that's going to be joining Jason A. Frank and Catherine Sutherland. Karen Ashley. She will be there all 3 days. As you guys know her, she played Aisha, the second Yellow Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And yeah, guys, stop by and say hi to her. Rick and I are probably not going to be going to Lexington next year because of
financial
money. Yep. And also, we're going to PMC next year. So,
money.
but yeah, at least we're getting, it's cool that they're actually going to have a lot of, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, why do they have Ranger cast members? Why do they just do the, it's like they have a variety of people there, guys. It's not going to just be Power Ranger cast members. They have other media talk like characters from other shows, all that stuff, or movies and everything. So, guys, it's not strictly Power Rangers. So, If you want something strictly Power Rangers or Super Sentai or Tokusatsu, go to PMC or Ranger Stop. Go there. Or go to Ranger Stop and Pop. You have a variety. You have anime and then you got Power Rangers. So, but you know, if you guys want to go meet her, if you live in Lexington, Kentucky, definitely go in March of next year.
Or have easy access to get there.
Mm-hmm. So, but
which,
yeah.
I mean, you know, planes exist, so technically everyone has easy access to get there.
Yeah. So
Rick, unless it's a financial reason, you don't have a reason not to go.
So Rick, you've been to Lexington more than once. Like me and we both been there more than once. You definitely recommend it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's where I completed the mass majority of my comic collection. You remember the duffel bag?
That thing was heavy as hell. He tells me to bring it up to. Yeah, can you bring it to the car? I'm like, you kidding? And I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm like, holy what the? I'm like, oh yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. We're gonna need a dolly. like I don't want to drag this thing. This is ridiculous.
And yet I still carried it.
Oh my god, dude. You'd think having comics would be light because they're paper. No.
Not when there's like over 400 in there? Yeah, I went a bit overboard on comics, but it completed my it got me within 14 of completing my collection, and I bought
You actually counted out those comics? I know that you got, because how much was it?
I didn't need to count it because I had the list on a website, because whatever I didn't find, plus it actually provided price points, so I knew if I was overpaying.
Rick, let me see your case for a sec. Wait, that looks familiar. Oh, it looked like kind of like Kamen Rider DK.
I guess really. Sideways, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe not. So, but yeah, guys.
All right, there we go. Now the A stands out.
Nice. So
A
now
Squad Black. Now, once I get a spare A Squad Red, I can make A Squad White, a counter to Omega Ranger. I wanted it to be female because you got Red's counterpart being female as well, and I've already got orange. Now I got black that are guys, so it offsets the number. And plus, I mean, come on, an extra female Ranger can never go wrong.
So now, guys, we are in Rick's.
The best parts of the show.
We are now in. So now we are in Rick's topic. Rick's boom time.
Hold on. I've been painting. Oh.
So, but before we, while he's doing that, guys, let me pull this out right here. That's something I got for a birthday gift because my brother wasn't able. I got it for my brother, my birthday. My birthday was 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 weeks ago, something like that. But anyway, so I asked for these from him. I got Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness, which has both comics in it. It has, let's see, Heir to Darkness, which is the Astronema storyline, and also the Edge of Darkness, which is with the Phantom Ranger. And then also I got this, which is the last issues of Go-Go Power Rangers, Necessary Evil.
So, and I got this today.
Yep. I'm still waiting on mine.
I ordered one through Best Buy and I ordered one through GameStop. GameStop's actually arrived first. Mm-hmm. So GameStop got to get the money.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm still waiting on mine. I pre-ordered it.
And I did order the GameStop one like last week.
Wow. So, okay. So, Rick, go ahead.
Yeah. So, anyways,
So you ready for your topic? Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Now, we got something amazing coming next year.
Oh my god, I can't believe
In
this is
a
a thing.
5-part mini-series, Godzilla versus the Power Rangers.
Now, just to let you know, Bat
It
and the
is a
Sun
Boom
did something with
Studios
this.
IDW collaboration comic. Just like the Justice League versus Power Rangers was DC, Boom Studio combination. But this is going to be awesome. I mean, granted, I've never been, a big I'm into Godzilla type individual, but a Dragon Zord versus Godzilla.
Just so you know, Bat
This
and the
is
Sun
a
did it
thing
first.
that everyone's wanted to see because Dragon Zord looks like Godzilla.
I think that's what they base their look off of.
Yes.
And what's funny is about this is that they actually did do a Dragon Zord versus Godzilla with Bat and the Sun, which was an animated, 3D animated, CGI animated fight, and they did have Jason A. Frank voice the Green Ranger in that one. So it was an interesting fight. It was an interesting fight.
This is coming in March of 2022. So we got March, April, May, June, and July that we're getting this. Which means March is going to be popping with Power Ranger comics.
Oh yeah.
Because you're going to have this. You're going to have Mighty Morphin. You're going to have Power Rangers and Power Rangers Universe. March and April. And I think even May will give us 4 Power Ranger comics in each of the months.
Dude, you're gonna have a freaking crying wallet at this point.
My wallet's already crying. In fact, my wallet is practically on life support at this moment. Between comics, toys, Christmas.
Oh, dude, that's insane. So, anyway, go ahead and tell us about the variant arts right here. We got 2 of them.
This one is cover A because for people who don't know, IDW actually does list which cover on the cover. So this is the main cover. So 1A. You got Dragon Zord even in the background here. So hell yeah. But
so what's going
next cover is going to be even more fun.
Wait, am I the only one that has noticed the Yellow Ranger's helmet?
Uh-huh.
That little groove? What the heck is going on there?
That is
I don't remember her helmet having that design to it.
No. And it could just be the fact that the people who drew this cover are probably more of IDW's people.
Oh, that's true.
Considering the next cover is more Boom Studios people.
There you
go. This one is cover B. As you can tell, the artwork for Dragon Zord and the Rangers and everything is more in line with what we've seen.
Right.
With Boom Studios. So Boom Studios probably designed this cover, whereas IDW designed the other.
Yeah.
This is only speculation because the first cover was designed by Freddie William II. This one is E.J. Sue. I don't know who either of those people are offhand. Which I know that there are probably some comic enthusiasts who would be like, oh my God, how can you not know who they are?
Right.
Don't you follow who does cover arts? And I mean, there are people who will literally buy comics just based on who did the artwork for the cover.
Right. So do we have a description or a little synopsis for this?
Yes. The press release from San Diego is that this is actually Toho International, who owns IDW, who is partnering with Boom Studios and Hasbro. So this is actually IDW's idea, and they reached out for this based on this description to do a 5-issue arc of Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It will be a monthly miniseries over the 5 months. Okay. So description time. When Rita uses an ancient artifact to transport herself to a universe without the Power Rangers, she finds herself in a world with aliens, kaiju, and Godzilla. Hoping to annihilate this new foe, Rita hurls her own terrible creatures into battle. But she never expects that the Rangers have followed her to this alternate reality, pitting the dinosaurs themselves head to head with the king of monsters.
Oh man, this is going to be an interesting comic. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I watched like some of Godzilla's. I've seen like the new movies and everything. Interesting idea of
The
doing
main
this.
writer for this is Colin Bunn, who's done work for Deadpool, Green Lantern, Godzilla Catalysm, and the main artist is that Freddie William II, who's done the art for Batman Ninja Turtles crossover and the He-Man Thundercats crossover. So if you've ever actually read the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover, I'm assuming this is the first one because they've done multiple with different incarnations of the Turtles in a few of them. The artwork was amazing. So, yeah. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to see. I mean, I'm sure this is going to, once all 5 issues are out, I'm sure they're going to release it in a full volume,
Yeah, but
like
why
this.
wait till the end of 2022 to get that when you can get all 5 issues starting in March
With
and
me,
actually support the release? I know, you don't have space.
Yeah, I still,
you don't have space for you.
So yeah, guys, definitely, like Rick, you would definitely pick this up in March, and all the other comics that are coming out. So, and I'm sure Rick's going to be pre-ordering it and have it set aside for next year.
I've already got it on my pull list.
Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Instead of having a Deadpool, he has a comic pool.
In terms of my wallet, it's the same thing.
So,
actually, the comic pool is probably more deadly to my wallet than a Deadpool would be.
Right.
My wallet probably could survive a Deadpool.
So,
barely hanging on by a thread right now with the comic pool.
Oh my god. So anyway, guys, we're going to move on to our next topic, which is the Power Rangers Dino Fury episode rates. And it is the Christmas episode, which is called Secret Santa. And this episode involves around, that episode. So here we go. Now, in this scene, we see Javi performing on his keyboard. And of course, Santa is in the background right there. So, what can you tell me a little bit about this scene, Rick? What do you remember?
Javi is trying to raise some money. Needs to get a Christmas gift. Slyther and Mucus end up also seeing this.
Yeah.
Drop in a mysterious gift in his case.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, okay, so let me continue off where he was saying. Now, Javi and the Rangers are still, because, Zato and Ion had never heard of Santa Claus. And
well,
he
of course,
said,
they've been in hibernation for 65 million years.
Yep. And what's
Santa
really
didn't exist. Santa had yet to be born when they were frozen.
And what made me laugh was,
That's
where
actually
Ion,
kind of interesting. Zato is older than Santa.
Ion starts saying, oh, well, I thought you guys said like a secret sander gift, because he freaking bought somebody a sander. So they're doing is a secret Santa, a gift exchange. They get all these gifts from, all these letters from people, the fans of the Power Rangers. One of them ends up being from Mucus, which ends up destroying their comm system and their teleportation device, and knocks the power out of the base. They'll find out that they also received another gift, which is a bomb. They're trying to figure out what that bomb is. And, to make matters worse, Santa's this notebook that Santa shows Javi, the first part of the scene, has been stolen by Slyther, which has the ability, has magic in it, and whatever you draw in it can come to life. So the Rangers have to fight them off, all that stuff, It's always how it works. So we get some clip shows and everything, explaining what these gifts entail and all that stuff. And so the Rangers fight off this giant sketch spider, and of course they win because they're Power Rangers. And also they didn't know that Slyther and Mucus were alive because they were trapped in the last episode in the Dark Dimension. They don't know how to escape.
Continuation.
Yep. And so in this next little image, they're getting ready to fight, I believe, the spider monster. I believe so. No, that's not the spider monster part, but they fight off the spider monster. And then Slyther, they finally figure out in that scene with Javi, they figure out that what it was the star that was dropped in his case.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bomb. So they ended up putting it in the Spork's case and explode, and everything goes back online. Rangers get ready to fight Slyther, and Slyther makes a gigantic sketch of himself. And this is when the Rangers get to fight him and all that fun stuff. And of course, they beat gigantic Slyther, and everything's all hunky-dory. And then they go back to the base. They exchange gifts, and all the gifts that they've gotten, and the gift that he gives, he was Solon's Secret Santa, ends up giving Solon his music, his songbook, and teaches her how to sing the songs and the words and everything. And then Santa joins in at the base as well. So, with that said, everything's
because they actually got Santa to actually appear on the show, not some actor, not some Rana Santa. No, the actual Santa Claus is actually a fan of Power Rangers, and that's why he keeps guest starring in the Christmas episodes for the last several years.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, this was a good clip show. I enjoyed it. I would have to give it a 9, though. because I'm not saying that it's bad. I still enjoyed it. It was fun, and I like how Zato says, "All right, I think it's Zord time again." So, with that said, guys, a good message between everything, and you know, at least they have some action in the clip show. So I'll give it a 9. Rick, what would you rate this?
I really actually enjoyed it. I'd give it a 9 as well.
So yep, 9. So guys,
plus I do actually remember seeing the Ryu Soldier episode where the main battle part of this took place from.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that too. So with that said, 9. So, but guys, we're not done yet because Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 1 is now over. But that means
so Dino Fury's done.
Dino Fury Season 2 is coming to Netflix next year. And here's a little look at some of the stuff that we can expect from Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2. Let's start with this one. We got to look at some of the toys, which originally were supposed to release in fall of this year, but they're going to be released next year. So that's for the second part. Here's a look at the design for the Musa Razor Zord. That's the prototype. I saw one of the Hasbro Pulse Con things or whatever, or the Fan First Friday. So that's the prototype. So there you go. So it does have both modes to it. And also, which will be making its debut in Season 2, the Terra Free Zord, which will have 3 different modes. The Egg mode, the Pterodactyl mode, the Terra mode, and the Battle Zord, the Battle mode. So, guys, keep an eye out for that. Once we get more information on that, we'll be posting about it. But this Zord will debut in Season 2 of Power Rangers Dino Fury next year. So, and next up, we got some more stuff. And as you guys remember, we show this clip from Dino Fury Season 2. They have been having original footage, but they will include a official American vehicle, the Dino Fury Cycle. So there's a look at that with the Red Ranger on it, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. I mean, unless if it's only going to be one episode and one and done just to promote the toy, I'm glad they're actually including it in the show. So let's wait and see what happens with that. And then next up, guys, what we've been waiting for since we found out Void Knight's plan and what he's trying to get the Sporks for. Season 2, we are going to finally have Centaura awake. Guys, look at those freaking eyes. Those are some creepy eyes. And I am looking forward to seeing what her story is and everything. I look forward to that. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And also, we also got another toy and a little bit of a sneak peek of what it's called. This is going to be the weapon for another power-up. But we have the name for it. The Dino Knight Morpher. And here's what it looks like right there.
That actually reminds me a bit
Yeah.
It doesn't have the trigger and it doesn't have the cube, but replace the guns with the claw. You have the button where the cube would go, and then that is the back part there to form the pseudo key.
And the Dino Knight Morpher is actually going to include a key that does flip open when you put it in there and you push that button. So we're not going to get some sort of standard, solid key like we've got in the past. And here's a look at the artwork, the stuff, and the functionality for it. And then we've got the box art and everything. And then in the corner, we've got the Dino, the Red Ranger in the Dino Knight mode. So, guys, why does that look familiar? Think about it for a sec. Why, Rick?
Why? Void Knight?
Yep. And I bet that's why Zato recognizes his armor, because it's a darker version of the armor that he used to have. So, guys, this is going to be awesome. The Red Dino Knight mode. I can't wait to see it debut. I just think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So, with that said, Rick, what are you looking forward to for Dino Fury Season 2?
Honestly, just see where they go with the show.
Right. So, but with that said, with Season 1 ended, what would you rate the whole season of Season 1 of Dino Fury?
Overall, probably between an 8 and a 9.
I give it a 10 because it was a great season. Bringing back Lord Zed in the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Just bringing back
one of the crowning highlights of the season.
And bringing back freaking Kelson Henderson as Mick. And, establishing. It's just amazing of everything they've done with this season. This was a really good season. And I look forward to seeing what the Season 2 has to offer on Netflix next year. So,
yeah.
Now, there have been saying that apparently Dino Fury Season 2 will be premiering in January, but we'll have to wait and see. But we're still going to do our same thing. We're going to do one episode at a time. My guess is, this is my guess, I think what they should do is just release the first 8 episodes and then release the second half of Season 2 in the fall. So that way, at least, go ahead.
I think they should release 4 episodes a month.
Yeah, but my thing is,
you still get a small break in the middle there. Maybe 3 episodes a month, because 322. You get close in the math.
So, but yeah, guys.
So maybe actually be 21 episodes total, right, which 3 times 7 is 21. So 7 months.
Yep.
And you don't eat. And if it's 22, you save the Christmas episode for Christmas, for December.
Right. But guys, that's it for. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. It's easy to be done. That way you're not overloading the system at once. You're not getting everybody to watch half a season to begin with and then have to wait 6 months.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
Right. I get what you're saying on that. So, guys, but we are done with Season 9 of LR4.
Yeah.
But that don't mean we're done forever. We'll be back next year for Season 10. And we will have Rick's boom time as usual. We will continue doing everything. And also, we will be doing our Dino Fury Season 2 episode rates. I'll be working on trying to add some more topics to this. Haven't officially worked out everything just yet. I want to do top favorite again, top 5 favorites. So, guys, keep an eye out for that on there. And we'll be continuing to do LR4 on our Facebook page, talking about stuff that comes along and all that stuff. I'm still working on more stuff for that as well. And, we'll be back for Season 10 sometime next year. And probably late January, early February. I'll keep you posted on that. And that will be our 9th year of LR4 for the Facebook page and our YouTube page. So, guys, I'm looking forward to this. Being our 10th season next year, it's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to continue doing this. But with that said, Rick, what would you like to say, man?
Support your small businesses, support your local comic book shops, support the paper copy.
Right.
And keep an eye out for Godzilla versus the Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got Power Rangers Universe coming out next week. issue 1. Don't forget to pick that up. Origin of the Phantom Ranger. Gotta check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently more of an origin than the origin we already got. Yeah. It's going to be good.
Also, guys, if you haven't already, check out your local Walmart for Wave 2, the Retro Morphin figures. Rick found this one for me, so thanks for that, Rick. And so definitely, if you guys want to continue the collection,
that'll be $1,342.
So here is what includes Wave 2, which you could include Ninja as well, but it doesn't have Ninja on there. But
that's because Ninja isn't fully part of Wave 2. It's more of a exclusive side, even though technically they're all exclusive to Walmart.
Right. So Ranger Slayer, Tommy, the White Ranger, and the Green Ranger, Tom, which I have right here, and then Trini, the Yellow Ranger. So, guys, definitely
hold on. Speaking of those,
pick those up. Find them somewhere.
Speaking of which,
yeah, there you go. Now, Rick, go ahead and show us, man. I'm not going to take this out of the box. So the back part is show the back. Is that the back that does it? Yeah, that makes it a lot better. So what about the shield? How's it come off? There you go. Simple. Nothing hard about it. There you go.
There you go.
So basically, it just sits there, right?
Yep. I mean, there's literally nothing that holds it on or anything.
So, yep, there you go.
If I had a Lightning Collection figure out, this actually fits Lightning Collection figures too.
Yeah, I think it's freaking bulky, man. I can't believe how big that thing is.
It does stick out on the backside a little bit. Well, it's bulky because it has to be bulky in order to fit on these.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you need a spare Dragon Shield for your Lightning Collection figures, or you need a spare White Ranger Power Shield thing, by all means, pick them up.
Right. Same way, guys.
Right on your Lightning Collection figure.
Yeah.
The White Ranger one will be a little weird just because it doesn't connect all the way underneath. But,
yeah,
hey, for display purposes, it works.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little outro here. So let's go ahead and do that. Ow! That hurts my groin. Just by looking at that. Ow. So anyway, guys.
I guess I should have used her.
Oh, that's even better. Jesus Christ, Superstar. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching our season 9. So yeah, guys, and also make sure you guys are donating to Toys for Tots. Do some food, help out with food drives, anything for this holiday season. Yeah. So, but guys, next Saturday is Christmas and Friday's Christmas Eve. Guys, we're almost done with this year. We're almost at the end of 2021. So, guys, but make sure you guys are, have a great holiday season, guys, because, and spend time with your family, make sure to give back, better to give than to receive. What else was I going to say? Also, make sure you guys are, you like our Facebook page, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure to check out the OnlyPans, which will never exist because apparently, yeah, it's something Rick came up with, of course. But guys, if you haven't watched, hold on. Go ahead, Rick.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. So, guys, But yeah, so all I can say is stay safe, stay healthy. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you. And remember, it's morphin' time. And just say Merry Christmas. Wow, that's going to get me in trouble. So yeah, Rick, if you want to go ahead and say, hold on a sec, he can't hear me. So go ahead. Oh my God, only Xmas. Oh, that's a thing apparently. So Rick, you want to go ahead and say Merry Christmas, all that stuff?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa. Feliz Navidad, all that stuff. But
yeah,
guys, have a great holiday season.
Yeah.
And happy New
some
Year.
Of our fans that are probably around the world, halfway around the world. I understand your New Year's isn't for a couple more months, but still, happy actual New Year's.
Yeah. So guys, Merry Christmas, guys, and happy holidays and happy New Year, which won't be until the end of this month, but I might as well say it right now. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. So guys, have a good night. We'll see you in season 10. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Also, support your comics, man. Support them. Support them. Like Rick said, support your local businesses. Take care, everybody.
I support way too much.
Yeah. Oh, and go see Spider-Man No Way Home. Now playing.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
I like that in the car.
Oh, by the way, just want to let you know, the biggest thing that happens in the movie, spoiler alert, is that Spider-Man